congrats to Pitt for advancing. I thought it was a hard-fought match, and it was a bummer to be up here after you lose. But we just kept going back in the locker room, just how proud we are of this team and how far this team has come. And every year is a different story, and this was no different. And just from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, just this team has transformed. And the saddest part is that it's the last game or last time we're gonna be all together as a group. But yeah, just really proud of what we've done to here tonight and the whole season.
So first two sets you guys did really well over obviously. What did you see a change in Pitt in those final two sets that especially?
I mean, you can look at it both ways. So they started serving tougher and our passing broke down. So I think that's the storyline right there.
Why do you think the passing started having a little bit, or having more of an issue?
I think their serving picked up, and passing is a skill that it's very mental. So I think once it's hard to get out of a passing slump, especially in the middle of the match. But I do think we battled and we still were making plays, and it's just a couple aces changed the game here and there.
Was it a plan coming into the match to use the middle blockers on the slide a lot?
That's always our plan. So today was no different. I think we set our middles as much or more than anybody in the country, and we're going to continue to do that no matter who we're playing.
How important did the service line play in the outcome of this match?
I would say that pretty much it was huge. I think the first two sets we won that battle. The last three they won it.
There were times where your crowd was almost louder than the Pitt crowd. How cool is that to have, you're not on your home court, but they were so passionate to whoever?
Yeah, I think it was so cool to see. I mean, knowing that we're 6 hours away from Louisville and seeing that big support system, whether it's parents, our band, our cheerleaders, just knowing that they're behind us, pushing us. At one point, I think it was after the second set, someone was like, yeah, like the support we have is so cool, and we have to use that to our advantage. And it was just such a special moment having everyone there supporting us through this.
Like she said, I just think it's really cool to have a supporting staff that was able to travel out and support us throughout this day. But Louisville is such a big volleyball city, and the sport is only getting bigger and bigger. So I mean, having a great head coach who is able to do good things year in and year out just only adds to that effect. And it's something people like to be excited about. So our support staff literally means everything to us.
Coach, obviously two middle blockers right next to you, but a fantastic game. How important is it for them to be playing that next season?
I mean, it's huge. This is really their first year, both of them like starting full time. When you think about it, it's pretty amazing to make it that far. And just the development they've had throughout this season has been impressive and special. And we're excited to have them both back and to see what we can do, in the spring. And I'm sure you're going to see a couple different middles next fall.
You guys did a really good job shutting down Olivia Babcock in the first two sets. The first one really, she only had 2 kills. When she started getting electric, why do you think it was different for you guys? Like, what was happening, I guess?
I thought we did a pretty good job on her the whole game. So I wouldn't say it was like, we got tired or changed anything. It was, our game plan was solid, and she hit 280, which is probably below her season average. And I think she's a great player. So, we expect her to get hot, and that's when you try to weather the storm and see, okay, she's going to get some kills, but we got to get kills right back. And I just thought, from the service line, she changed the game. And but yeah, she's an amazing player, and she's also going to continue to get better and better.
Prince, you have a question from the Zoom? Go ahead.
Yes. How, for your seniors, how big is it to see how she started the match, 7-for-7, and maybe with this possibly being her last match, just seeing how she's grown throughout her time and the type of career she had with the Cards, with Lou?
Before the game, something that the coaches had said, and I feel reiterated herself, is that we have nothing to lose, so we might as well just go out swinging, play fearlessly, because at the end of the day, we literally had nothing to lose. And it's been known for a while now that Louisville and Pitt are pretty much, some commentator called us like the heavyweights of the ACC, so we know it's always going to be a battle, and you don't win battles by tipping balls, being timid. So she had the confidence, and she had a team that backed her. So it was just amazing to see a 6-year veteran like Aiko go out and just play her game.
Aiko's just a really special person. So it's the city of Louisville loves her, the athletic department loves her, and it's crazy to think that she's gone because it feels like she's just she's like older than one of our assistant coaches. So we joke she's a grandma, and she's really just taken this program under her wing, and everybody in it. So it was awesome to see her play that well in game 1. I just wish we could have found a way to get her more balls throughout the match.
For either middle blocker, what's it like to play in such a heated rivalry in such a big stage?
I mean, it's super cool. Like Dani said, this is mine and PK's first year really fully starting, and so it's been such a big deal, and obviously the game is so much different than what we're usually used to, but playing on such a big stage and being able to really try our best to lead our team in that way, blocking and hitting, is really cool, and we're really privileged to have that opportunity.
Yeah, like Cara said, I just think it is so cool to be able to play on such a big stage. We were talking earlier about around the time both of us probably committed, we weren't really sure what kind of program Louisville was, but I mean, the time we have been here, we've been seeing the Elite Eights, Final Fours, championship games, so just to be a part of that is really special, and it's really awesome, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And it's at the end of the day, it is a game, we're here to have fun, but to know that you're good at it, it just makes it even better.
For all three of you, where's the line as you go into this off season, as you prepare for next season with the Final Four in a city with which all of you are very familiar? Where's the line between putting this loss out of your mind as quickly as possible and this loss as motivation?
I mean, I think we all know there's always so many things we can work on after losses and wins. And I think just taking those things, really honing in on them, and using those in the spring to be like, okay, this is what we need to work on, or okay, this is what we did great, we got to keep on doing this, use this for next fall. I think just using every situation to work on in the spring.
Yeah, just going into the spring, learning how to acclimate into a new team. We are losing a group of seniors, including the Aiko Jones, so it's going to be hard. Maybe not hard, but definitely different. Not having such an experienced player around anymore, but now you have people like Cara and I, and Anna DeBeer and Elena Scott, who just know the game, know the program so well. So just us uplifting the newcomers that come around, and just as soon as we can get on the same page, the sooner we can just start doing what Louisville Volleyball does, and that's having fun and hopefully winning some more games.
You guys are a really solid middle blocker duo, and Pitt also has a really solid middle blocker duo. What is the competition like when you're going head to head against specifically Chia and Emma? Because you guys have done that 3 times now.
Mm-hmm. It's always been such a big focus to stop their middles. If we can stop their middles, okay, it closes their offense a little more. So leading up to this match, it was okay, how can we stop the middles? What can we do to outplay them, and just do our best to stop them so that it closes their offense just a little bit more.
Yeah, and it's I know our position is called a middle blocker, but I feel like all 4 of us that are on the court today are very good offensively. So it's just how can we step up our defensive game? And like Dani said, we're one of those programs who probably sets their middles more often than anybody else in the country. And I would say Pitt does the same. So just being able to do the things that we do in practice and show out today, it makes it fun. When we play teams that don't set their middles as much, it's okay, yeah, we know outsides, right sides, they're gonna do their thing. But having the game come into the middle of the court and being able to get our hands on the ball more and just have a bigger impact, just makes it fun. I don't know. I like to touch the ball. So.
Anything else for Coach Matthews?